So what's going on guys, Kades here and welcome back to a brand new video. For today I will show you how I farm about 200 legendary items a day in Diablo Immortal. So at the beginning of this guide I will show you which locations you want to farm to find the specific items and legendary gear pieces that you are looking for. Then I will explain which dungeons, open world spots or even bosses are more likely to drop one of the rarest legendary items. And then lastly, we will take a closer look at every week's changing bonuses and much more. So, if this sounds interesting to you, then let's get right into it. So then moving over to the set items. And if you want to make your legendary items a lot more powerful, then you first of all want to get 4 or 6 of these green pieces, which will give you amazing boosts for your build. And like any other item, these green items you can farm by only doing specific dungeons. So first of all we have the Feasting's Parents pack set. In the Subjugator you can get by doing Destruction's End on Hell difficulty 2. Then the Turnkey you can get at Tomb of Fahir at the Hell difficulty 4. Then the Prisoner you can find at the Forgotten Tower, Hell difficulty 4. Then the Mailed Fist you can find at the Kikuris Rapids at Hell difficulty 2. Then the Galler you can find at the Temple of Namari at Hell difficulty 1. And then lastly the Tyrant you can find at the Caverns of Echoes in the Hell difficulty 1. And then from here I will just stop talking and give you the rest of the screenshots for each item set, and when you find the right item set for you and where to get it, then you can skip to this time to move over to the part on where I show you how to get legendary items. So then moving over to the legendary items, and these ones are random jobs that you want to get as many as possible. So first of all you want to do your daily routine and then farm specific open world spots which will give you the highest amount of legendary items, and later I will show you the top 3 best locations. So then first of all, as soon as you log in the game, open the shop menu and claim the free daily reward in the bundle pass section. Then kill one monster and claim your first kill of the day reward, and this should usually take only about 1 minute. Then second of all, kill all the Hell Quarry bosses. If you kill it for the first time, you will get a new trophy and a combat rating boost. That is very useful. Time to complete this will take about 15 minutes, and you can do this twice per week. Then moving over to the third one, which are the daily activity rewards, and this one is the most important part of your daily routine. It requires that you earn 120 battle pass points before you can receive the reward in the codex. The rewards are 1 charm, 1 scoria and 300 platinum. You can passively complete this task as you work on your other tasks, and this will usually take about 30 to 60 minutes each day. Then moving over to the next one, which is the Cycle of Strife activities. Ranking up your faction will give you very powerful rewards. For Shadows, reaching Whisper 4 gives you a huge power boost, and for Immortals you can get the first pick in the vault to get exclusive triple stat legendaries. So for Immortal you want to do dailies like Defending the Vault, Kian's Ordeal and Rite of Exile, and then for Shadows you want to do Contract, Assembly, Raiding Vault and Rite of Exile. Most of these activities are PvE and PvP based and meant to do with multiple players. I will make soon a video on this topic, but in a short summary, you want to join one of the 2 factions and complete all of their daily quests. That will in return give you gold, materials, legendary items and much more. So then moving over to the next one, and not all zone events are created equal, but during your daily routine you should stop whatever you're doing to complete 3 of the timed events, which are the PvP arena in the Bilefen, Haunted Carriage in the Ashwood Cemetery, and the Ancient Nightmare in the Mount Zevane every 2 hours. They each drop 6 enchanted dust, with the PvP arena rewarding a guaranteed item if you win. Whenever these come up, do them, and they should be usually available from 8 AM to 12 PM server time. If you join the event right as it starts, then it will usually take about 5 minutes. So then moving over to the next one, which is the Kul's Hidden Chambers, and this daily zone event takes place in the library of the Zoltan Kul. You have to search library for the last pages. Once you collect 5, it will form into a portal tome that opens a portal to one of the Kul's hidden chambers. Inside you will face bunch of monsters and you can open chests. which will contain enhanced dust and equipment jobs. And here is a simple map that will help you out in completing this quest a lot quicker. When you open a portal tome, there's a chance that the Cool's Hydrae or the Sandstone Golem will be summoned. If you want to do the daily limit, which is 10 runs, then it should usually take about 30 to 60 minutes. Then moving over to one of the last events, which are bounties, and you can complete up to 8 bounties per day. The rewards are nothing special, but it will give you a decent amount of gold and experience. Make sure that you're picking up the monstrous essence while you're completing the bounties for extra battle points. Similar to Diablo 3, these are short quests completed in the open world areas or dungeons. And all daily bounties should usually take about 45 minutes. So then moving over to the dungeons. If you still have time, then it's time to spam dungeons. And this is one of the best ways to level up your paragon and gain a bunch of materials and set items, which are very important to improve your character. Most players spam dungeons after finishing their bounties and faction events, so team up with other players to get them done faster. Each dungeon should usually take about 5 minutes, so if you have time then run as many as you want, but if not, then you can skip this activity whenever you don't feel like it. So then let's summarize all of this in a few seconds. Your daily routine will take around 1.5 to 2 hours each day, if you only do PvE, or then 3 hours if you do PvP as well. And then from here, no matter if you have 10 more hours left, or whatever number you have, then from this point and onwards till the next day, then you want to go to one of the best farming spots and farm them 24/7. So then moving over to the best XP and legendary item farming spots. So well, the best place that you want to farm for XP is the library of the Zoltom Coal, and probably a lot of players will be now taking over my farming spots, but don't worry because later I will show you different maps and different spots as well. But if you go to the library of Zoltom Coal after level 60, this is the best place to just kill monsters and farm levels and pages. In the previous part, I explained the meaning of the pages, so here's the map for them. And the best route is to first of all start from the bottom here, then go right through the middle, then take the right turn here, then we do like a small circle, and then clear the other side by doing the circle thing again, and then from here we just finish at the top and start the rotation all over again. To help you out easily move around the map, I recommend to of course use the portals, and don't forget to salvage your items after each run. So this is by far the best spot to farm, and usually in the best case scenario, it can be farmed by 2 to 3 player groups. So that means that for 8 to 12 players. But in the best case scenario, you are the only group or with few other randoms. Like I said, you can do it as well solo. My recommendation is to try to be behind other player groups and try to hit the enemies as well. Or just find yourself a decently small place like this one and then just do a small rotation. Because the monster spawn timers are very crazy, so as long as there aren't many players, you can XP grind solo as well. And then lastly, few of my suggestions is to first of all, in the best case scenario, try to play in not very popular server, so you would be able to farm this spot 24/7. Then what I usually like to do is when I wake up, come here and farm, then when too many players wake up, then I do my daily quests and return when there are less people. One of my favorite strategies is to change my sleeping schedule and play at night when most players are sleeping. And then another way that when I'm in groups, what we do to get rid of players is to spawn an open world boss, like the golem in the Zoltom Coal library, which you can do about every 30 minutes. So whenever you see too many players, we just randomly spawn the boss, and most people will usually leave the XP grinding for a chance to kill the boss and get easy items. And then of course another best way to farm empty library is to be higher paragon level than most players and farm the library on the Hell difficulty 2 instead of 1. Because in the Hell 1 you will find most fresh level 60 players, but in the Hell 2 it requires a bit better gear and higher combat rating, so only few players can farm this spot. And then last but not the least, if you are really unlucky and in a very populated server, and if you can play in the off times, then the second best farming spot, besides everything else, is to find groups and run one of the main dungeons called Mad King's Breach, Forgotten Tower, or the Caverns of the Echoes, and they will give you a chance to get a set item, which is very useful. And then lastly, another good place to farm is Bilefen and Shazar Sea. But of course remember that there is currently nothing better than the library of Zoltom Coal, but if you want to, then these are as well good alternatives, and that's about it. So with that said, I really do appreciate everyone for watching guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions, feedback or other good Diablo Immortal builds or guides that you would like to see in the next video, then feel free to leave your comments in the comment section down below. And while you're doing that, please click like, subscribe and enable that notification bell, so this way you could support the channel and you wouldn't miss any more amazing content from me. With all this said, you have a nice day and I will see you in my next video, so take it easy, peace. Yo, I ain't here